Alright, so I felt like making a little informational video for you guys, for the subscribers I have, for the fellow beer reviewers on YouTube channels. Basically, my season 3 is over, as you might have noticed, and I wanted to start the next season 4 of DM Montreal Beer Review without idling around too much. And so now I'm just going to talk about the changes you're probably going to see in the next season, and a little preview of the beers. Probably I'll mention that as well. And then I want to make one more announcement for a Q&A session, in fact. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all I'm going to talk about the visual aspect of the changes. As always, as I always do each consecutive season, I'll change the music, I change the color, and I change the font, and I change the way the video starts. It's not a big change really, but it's just, you know, to keep it kind of different each time. Don't want to make them too similar to each other. And I'll try to keep it as short as possible, but I still want to keep some sort of an intro. I'll try to make the final credits a bit more informative. I think that's also important, because otherwise it's just a number of letters, number of symbols rolling down. I don't really feel the need to make it too long or something, or have no information in it at all. That's for the visual part, but I'm actually going to put emphasis on the context of the changes in the reviews. So season 4 is going to be all about trying styles and not repeating styles. So you will not see me review the same style of beer twice within that season. I'm talking about general styles, but actually sub-styles could be a bit of an exception. So you might see me review like an IPA and an Imperial IPA if I come across any at all. But you will not see me review like Red Ale twice, something like that. So yeah, that's for the context. And another thing, I'm going to try a few new styles that I haven't ever tried. Talking about, commonly known styles, not something too nifty or like hard to find. As far as the grading scale goes, it's going to stay the same pretty much, but I will elaborate a little bit more on each point. So I might even put a little mini version of the scale in each video, so in the description box, that way actually. And similar to what Jeremy from Lehigh Valley Beer Reviews does, I think it's a very good idea. But I will still put some description in the box as well, so it'll be both. But other than that, I think the 1 to 10 scale is very effective and efficient. So very easy to relate to. Rather than, if you watch other people's reviews and they use the same scale, it's much easier that way, I think. So yeah, nothing spectacular as far as the change for grading scale. Okay, so now for the preview of the beers you can expect me review the next season. I will get inside the American craft beer industry a little bit, because I came back from New York this week and I bought about 6 beers. I also have about 2 waiting to be reviewed, 2 beers from America that I got in Canada. The reason why, well, it's obvious. Many American beers are just very amazing, and also a vast number of my subscribers from the States, and they probably want to see me review beers they can get in their area. One of such beers is probably Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I got this nice big bottle, about $3, very good price. I've never seen anything that big for that price really, and it's a favorite of many people. I've heard it's a very good APA. The Amazofats like this beer a lot. I think it's their favorite something. So looking forward to that. Next one is not from the States, but it's a beer I've been mentioning for quite a few times, and I've got this in London and still haven't reviewed this. This is Fuller's Organic Honeydew Ale, and they started selling this in my area, so if I like this, it might even become my go-to beer. Another American craft beer. Time it's from Stone, and I was so thrilled to finally get a few Stone beers. Didn't find IPA or Ruination in singles though, but I got Oaked Arrogant Bastard. Very nice, strong American ale, I've heard. Even though this is not the original, but I think it should be close enough, maybe even better. And this is a nice bomber of the sublimely self-righteous ale. I've heard people describe this as a dark Imperial IPA. Very unique. I've never tried anything like that, so that's probably one of the styles new to me that's going to come in the next season. And finally, one more to share with you. This one is German, also new style to me. It's a Dunkler Doppelbock, so dark double bock from Weltenburger Kloster. Please welcome Assenbach. I'm going to review that as well. Had this for a few months, but they started closing up on the stock, so I think now it's even sold out in Ontario. It's not going to come back for a while, so I'm happy to have this bottle still. A few mentions. I will review the Innocent Gun for sure. I will do Sam Smith's Nut Brown Ale. I will do a few new Quebec beers, and I will get more Belgian beers to try, including the McSchuvel, which I haven't reviewed still. So yeah, that's for the beers. I'm excited. These are all pretty exciting beers. And one final addition I have to make. I'm going to be more informative in the next season, hopefully, because sometimes I feel like I don't provide enough information about a particular style of beer, right? And I'll try to integrate certain bits of information in each review, since I won't be repeating myself much. I'll be focusing on separate styles of beer, right? So I figure that's only appropriate, educational for both you and I, really. Sometimes I don't know much about the style I'm going to be reviewing, especially if it's new, and I felt like I want to add something to it. Okay, and finally, coming back to the thing I said in the beginning of this video, I'm opening a Q&A session finally. I've considered that option for quite a few months actually, but I thought back then it was a bit too early, so now finally I've decided to open one. So if you've got any questions for me, post it up in the comment section for this video. I'll be reading them, collecting them. Depending on how many I get, I'll probably make a video in about 2 weeks or so, maybe less, maybe more, longer or less. But yeah, anything you want to ask, anything you might request, like suggest any recommendations, anything, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, really. So that's all I have to say. I'll see you in the next season. Cheers.